Wait, how much are we going to have to put our prices up to cover this increase in fees? Some people have asked me if they're going to have to put their prices up by 30% because Etsy's fees have gone up to 30%. So, firstly, I'll cover this and then I'll go into the mathematics because I know there's three types of people screaming at the screen just now. The first type of people are, yes, Pam, I've heard it's going up to 30% and that's way too much and I'm going to have to quit Etsy. The second type of person are going, no, Pam, of course it's not going up to 30%. That is absolutely stupid. And the third type are going, yes, Pam, it's going up by 30%, but that's nothing to worry about. Everybody's sort of right. Let me explain. If you've missed it, if you've been hiding away, because Etsy has emailed this and put this everywhere and everybody's been talking about it, Etsy fees are increasing. They're going up from the current 5% that they are just now to 6.5%. And people are freaking out. Somebody mentioned it was a 30% rise. And it is, but that doesn't necessarily mean what you think it means. An increase from 5 to 6.5 is 30%. But it doesn't mean this is where people can use maths and statistics to make things sound worse than they are. It is a 1.5 increase in your total fees. So the simplistic way of calculating things tells you that if an item is $100, then your fees on that item will have gone up by $1.5. That's all. So for every $100, you want to put up your prices by $1.5. Hopefully that shouldn't be too much for most of you. If you've got a $10 item, it's even less. But numbers are a little more complicated than that because how fees interact with each other. You've got payment processing fees that depend on the price of your item and taxes and all sorts of other things. So I have a little spreadsheet. I like doing this. I've created a little spreadsheet and we'll go into what exactly this means. I'm going to look at, just for ease, we'll look at what it means if you're in the US and what it means if you're in the UK. A lot of other countries have like different numbers, so this gives you an idea of kind of the spread. So here's my little spreadsheet. Bear with me while I nerd out for a bit. So what we're going to look at just now, I've actually put the numbers in, but I'll show you how I run them on my nice little spreadsheet. So we're going to start off in the US if we have a $10 item. I've put pounds here because it's easier than changing. So the price of your item is $10. I'm ignoring the price of shipping. Let's just say for ease, this is a free shipping item. And we're only wanting to find out what the fees are. So I'm just making sure everything else is filled in correctly. Payment processing fees in the US is 3% plus $0.25. And we're saying the transaction fee at the time is 5%. No ads or anything are included in this. Excuse me. I can add them in if you have. Well, I'll just show you first of all. So the total fees, just the basic ones, $1.05 on a $10 item. I'll just show you. I could bung in if you'd got this sale through offsite ads and this was 15% fee, it goes up to 2.55%, takes into account everything there, but we'll just make it nice and easy here. So I've put that 1.05 is your fees, so I've put that into this little box here. Now, we want to see what will the difference make with this increase in fees. So all I have to do is plug into here, 6.5%, and your fees go up to $1.2. Pop in there, and that let's let the machine do the maths, equals that minus that, the increase, 0.15. So 15 cents if you have a $10 item. Right, let's put this back to 5% and see what would happen if you had a $100 item. It would start off at $8.25 is your fees. if you had $100 item. And let's move to the 6.5%. Not 6.6. 6.5% is 9.75, as you can see here. So it goes up. What a surprise, $1.5. I don't even have to do the calculation, but I will, just in case you want to learn how to use Excel. Learn with Pam here. So I click on this and it's just equals, and then I click on the cell I want, and then minus, and the cell I want, and then enter, and it tells me that's 1.5. So for a $10 item, you would need to raise your prices. If you wanted to keep the same profit, you would need to raise your prices by approximately $0.15, 15 cents. And for a $100 item, you would want to raise your prices by 1.5 cents. $1.05. Be slightly more, I would say, round it up. For a $10 item, round your prices up by 20 cents. If you can't manage 20 cents, there's something very wrong. But let's take this back to the 5%, because other countries, the UK included, have some very different fee structures, and we've got extra fees. Unfortunately, we've got the regulatory operating fee. Put that in there. We have VAT. Pop that in there. Our payment processing is 4% plus 20 pence. See what a difference that makes. So for the £10 item, our fees are 1.35, £1.35 at the minute. So would you look at that? The price that the Etsy fees are going up to for Americans, they're going to have to pay $1.2, just over $1.2 with the new fees, but we're already paying £1.35 for every £10. So we're already paying more in the UK than what this increase is going to be. And what will this increase do for us? You can actually skip ahead and look, but I'll show you the calculations running. 6.5 is 1.53. Yeah. £1.53 for every tenner our item is. But let's go back to the £100 item. I keep getting pounds and dollars mixed up when I'm saying these. So £100 item, that would be 11.34. We've popped that in there. But if it's at 6.5%, that takes us, our total fees is 13.14. So let's do the calculations here. So for a £10 item, what it is just now minus what it was, it will go up by 18 pence. There's a little more, and that's because the fees are we're getting charged VAT, so there's fees going on to the VAT. The raise counts over a whole lot of places, so it seems it's slightly more than the 1.5%. I keep wanting to say 15%. Let's do the maths here again. This equals that minus that, and 1.8. So if you're in the UK or anywhere where the fee structure is kind of similar to this, then you would have to put your prices up by 1.8% on what they are now. So for every £100, I would say add £2 to your listing. That's really all it is. That's really the difference. If you add £2 or 20 pence to every listing that's around about a tenner, you'll be okay. And if you're so struggling that 20 pence is too much to add, then you really need to look into your fee structure anyway. But yes, it's most definitely, it is 30%, but it's not, your fees aren't going to become 30%. The top in all of this so far is just over 15% for £1.53 for a £10 item is 15.3% in fees. So the top, with all the fees that are going on there, 15% is the top. So it is not 30% increase. So Stick a couple of bucks onto every £100 of your listing. That's all that you need. I hope I hope that makes sense and clears things up. I know I kind of rushed through the calculations a bit there. It is a spreadsheet, calculates everything, but it's just roughly saying the difference between 5% to 6.5% is 1.5%. $1.50 in every $100. Or if you're in a country with more fees, just round it up to 2%, $2 in every $100 of sales. That's all you need to worry about. It's nothing worth worrying about desperately. It's an increase, and yeah, any increase, if you're making thousands and thousands of dollars of sales every month, it's going to make a big difference. But you're making thousands and thousands of dollars of sales every month. You can put up your prices by 1%. Nobody's going to mind that. Your margin shouldn't be that tight. So it's not going to affect us too much. Would I prefer if Etsy hadn't put the prices up? Yeah. But if the system gets better, if we get better customer service, if there's more advertising for us, I don't think anyone's going to be complaining at this time next year if they say their sales have gone up by 25%, their sales have doubled or something like that. Nobody's going to complain. So, yeah, this shouldn't be enough for you to be wanting to shut your shop. I get it's a shock, but it's not that big a deal, honestly. Okay, hope that helps anyway. See you next time.